Well, hello everybody, welcome back to Just Gaming Today. Today we're going to play some Tower of Babel. We haven't played it in a little while, but there has been a new update. It's the Turbo Run update, and there's some different things that they have going on. Supposedly, you can select a set of skills to start with. So that's kind of cool. You can kind of press a certain build or style of play. I like that. The runs are supposed to be shorter and drop more good stuff. So all of that's fun. Let's get in here and take a look. I've just read a little bit of the notes and whatnot. Oh, our identifier, get this guy's name, but mysterious translator. So, oh, here's where you select your, you can begin a run with one preferred skill selected. Okay. My preferred skill to start with, probably most times, is going to be Blood Whirlwind. And the reason being is it gives back health. So I'm going to go ahead and do that and bind the skill, I guess. So the skill is bound. Okay. Anybody else have anything going on? Now, I've worked on my Demon Hunter quite a bit, and she's doing okay. I don't think I have any items in my... Let's check real quick. Things are hovering over stuff. Runes. I need to throw those in the chest. Sorry about the clicking mouse. Didn't put my other mouse out. Let me do that now, so just in case I have to use the mouse, there won't be any annoying clicking. All right. So all of our items are done. We've got our skills selected. I guess let's go in here and see where we're at. So there will be annoying clicking from the Microsoft pad. So, let's see. I've gone ahead and I think I've completed every single floor. So let me see what the time, they said the time is shorter. I mean, I guess it is 20 minutes instead of like 30 minutes. These 9 minutes and 45 seconds. Let's try something like this. Let's try like a 10-minute, 30-second one. Or let's go down here and go to like something like a hard. There we go. So we'll do floor 17. It says it's deadly. We got hard difficulty for gold bonus and magic find chance. Hard difficulty makes it harder to evade, and your elemental resistances come down. So let's give it a shot. Let's challenge anyways. What the heck? I don't know. If we die, we die. Just want to kind of test it out. Whoa, these guys are super fast. Okay, maybe I bit off more than I can chew here. Let's bless the basic attack and take it. Auto pickup radius, crit hit damage. I don't like any of these, so we're going to ban the crit hit damage. I almost never take that. I'm going to reroll. I'll go ahead and take the basic attack again. Holy cow, I'm really slow. Well, I might need resurrection on this run, so we're going to take that. Guess I'm used to Brotato where I'm moving a little faster around now. These aren't my favorite skills here, so I'm going to re-roll again, see if I can get out of these. It gave me the exact same skills again. I guess I'm taking Spear Light because it get 4 levels of it. Again, not a favorite skill of mine, but wow, these guys are fast. Didn't expect them to be this fast. Ball lightning is not a favorite skill. That's terrible. I guess we're taking basic attack. I don't like, might have to just take skills I don't like and see how they do. Reduced damage taken is okay. Range is okay. I'm not sure that I've played on the hard level. It's a lot slower movement speed. I'm going to take some movement speed actually because I can barely move. I'm going to take Resurrection again, even though I like that 2 basic attack. The basic attack is at least starred, so a little bit of that, you know, it's more likely to come up. I guess we're taking skills I don't play with that often. I don't think I've ever really focused on the light beams and the earth stuff at the same time, so let's take evade and get some evasion chance going. It's decreased because it's the hard level, so let's see, magic item, find chance, fire orb. I do like fire orb. I'm gonna start throwing some bombs out here. Get some XP going. Now, Swamp of the Dead's not terrible, and we get 3 levels of it. You know, it just puts out these areas that help slow things down, so I'm down with that. More projectile count on the earth shards coming out is good. We've got a lot of line-based attacks with the beams and the shards. Now, dagger I do like. I'm going to take that and get that going on because that's just more stuff flying around. XP gain sounds good. We got some legendaries there. Sure. I still haven't seen my special attack come up yet. That's unfortunate. Really like doing special attack and projectile count. Those are really good ones. I will say the loot seems to be pretty good. Because usually I don't see, you know, runes drop all that often, and getting one to drop this short into the run seems pretty nice. I'm going to go ahead and up the blood whirlwinds for some healing action. I mean, so far it's not terrible. I think we've maxed out our healing now, so let's do some mana restoration. I really like it. Special ability and projectile count. A lot of jewels dropping too. I guess I take basic attack and get some more projectiles there. Projectile count. So I'm going to go ahead and bless that one and take it. I like the fire orb bonus, but I really want that projectile count. I'll take basic attack for a couple levels. I like that. So far, so good. This isn't too bad. Let's get fire orb up. That's kind of my close-up defense. Yeah, certainly interesting. I do like the idea of starting with a skill. So bravo on that part of the update. I'm gonna take projectile count. You know, at least being able to force one skill is pretty good. I think the skill I'll end up forcing personally is going to be this blood whirlwind. It's just having something right out of the gate that can heal you is, in my opinion, very good. Take the basic attack again. I can see the loot is significantly better. I'm going to say that right, because more loot is definitely dropping. That's one thing. You just get a bunch of loot that you end up selling, and that's something that was kind of like meh, you know. And it was very difficult to, you know, improve your character. Like what I want to see is like a character improvement. Like at least like once you get to the level where my demon hunter is here, I think I don't know, I'm pretty decently progressed, right? What I'd like to see is, you know, the ability to have at least like one item upgraded or something, you know. I'm going to just keep upgrading basic attack. Yeah, at least one item updated, you know, through a run. I think that's kind of fair. Oh, we got special attack. A little bit late, but we finally got it. I was a slow convert to the special ability on the Demon Hunter. You know, once I saw that you could actually increase the number you drop, give them special abilities and stuff in that little meta tree, that meta altar, that really changed the game there, because just dropping one of these delayed bombs around every once in a while when you first start is kind of like, this is terrible. But dropping hordes of them is a different story. Like, this is one button press. You see, and some of the bombs actually start to track enemies. You'll see some of them moving along as their timer's going. That's pretty cool. Attack. We'll take attack power. Hope everyone's been doing well. Not so bad here. Got a massive heat wave coming in. I know Europe's been dealing with a heat wave, but we got a massive heat wave coming in next week. So not looking forward to 95-degree Fahrenheit coming next week. Hopefully it's a little cooler where you are. It was really nice today, but next week is supposed to be quite brutal. I guess the official summer start, not the official, start scientifically, but we're going to go with the special attack again, the solstice and stuff, but it is going to be hot soon. Have you guys been playing Tower of Babel? If so, what's your favorite character to play? What's your favorite skill? Let me know in the comments. I think the Demon Hunter is just really, really powerful because of her ability to just project her offensive powers. As you can see here, this is hard level and we're jamming pretty well. In the very, very beginning, it's a little rough. I'm going to take the 3 levels of Whirlwind. A little rough because you just got everything coming at you. Really, really fast. But not so bad. I'm going to up attack power again. Just being able to increase your attacks by a flat amount seems like a good idea. Or a flat percentage, I should say. Seeing a fair bit more of the magnets dropping too. Could just be getting lucky on that. But the jewels are dropping like a lot. So that's kind of interesting. Definitely need to follow the items trackers. Like, see, I've got a rare up here that I didn't pick up. Or another jewel drop or something. Let's go back and see about that. Looks like a blue jewel. Special attack. Nice. A rare there. Yeah, the one thing about the Demon Hunter is her loot is spread out versus like right on top of you. So you do have that going on. This Spear of Light and the other abilities that I have are dispersing the loot as well. Those fast dudes are back again. Pick up this rare. I think there's no rares or legendaries. I do like how they kind of tell you a little bit, like, hey, here's where your big loot is. Another rare that dropped. Another jewel. We'll do the Earth Spike. Plidor went for 4 levels. I'll take it. Yeah, this was actually, once we got things kind of started, that first minute or so, there was a little bit of stuff going on, but all those really, really fast guys coming after us. But this has been a pretty decent run here. Somebody just dropped a bunch of gold. Probably down below. I'll grab this gold and grab that and then go back down for all this gold that dropped. There we go. Looks like we got a rune sitting over here. Ooh, we got legendary jewel, right? Oh, that'll be good. I'm thinking Magic Find could really be a good thing to start picking up. With this level of loot drop, I'm pretty happy with that because the loot was mostly, oh, I found 3 things that I can look at, or 5 things that I can look at, and sell everything else. And it was kind of ho-hum. Like, there's a lot of stuff. The Demon Hunter is pretty cool class. I like playing her. I really like the Barbarian guy. I forget what his official name is in the game, but just being able to get to the point where you can whirlwind away and have fun with that is quite cool. Got 2 rares over here. We'll take the XP gain. Maybe we'll get another magnet here soon. I'll jump the Spirit Light up there. So the Spirit Light is actually quite nice with all the extra projectiles. Got a lot going on there. Before, the Spirit of Light was just like one tiny bit of light, but it's got a lot going on. Sure, okay, now here's our level up here. I'm going to level up the dagger a little bit. Now we've got lots of things to try and pick up and not much time remaining. So we'll grab these guys. Yeah. Well, that was very successful. We got quite a bit of gold, 80,000 gold, 259 of the dusts. Very comfortable too, other than the first couple of minutes. It does look like we picked up, let's see here. Got some runes, we got some legendaries here. Another legendary, 4 legendaries. So far, I thought we picked up a legendary jewel. Maybe I'm not seeing it, but might have been boots or something. Let's identify. You move a lot faster after you complete a certain part of the game. Moves you faster when you're in the hideout. Let's check these out. So we found more. Doesn't necessarily mean it'll be better. So these boots are definitely not better than what I have on. So put those in storage. Yeah, definitely not better. And we're looking for something. I have 172, so I need to definitely get into a higher tier of items. But I wanted to run it, just see, hey, what are we going to do? Now, this is something that's different. That is an awful lot of jewels. So that's interesting that they upped the jewel drop so much. That's an amazing amount of jewels to drop. And that's a good amount of runes for one run as well. Equipment-wise, probably about the same. I guess more stuff dropped, but the jewels and the dusts, there was a lot of dusts as well. That's pretty cool. So I'm going to sell these. Just sell everything. Let's go back to the buy. There was a legendary there. This legendary is 321. It's a spinning blade. That's interesting because I don't really use Meteor Fall that much. How much is this? I guess I have 176,000. I'm just going to go ahead and buy it. And if I want to use it, I will. Yeah, so it's about 30,000. Let's rebuy. All right. So my ability upgrades are a lot now. So just checking in there. The abilities that I value, obviously like dexterity and health. I think there's value in each of the abilities. But the high value is your money makers for your class. So being able to increase my attack power and critical hit chance and my health pulls, those are pretty good. So I'm going to go ahead and throw 2 in there. And then let's go take a look at these. These go way, way higher. And what these do is they don't necessarily increase the power of the ability by much. You can see the damage, for instance, here in the basic attack goes to up 2%. But the real value is these chances for multiple level ups when you find them in the selections when you level up in the runs. So having a much higher chance to get multiple level ups really pushes that power up quite a bit. So if you're interested in any of your class abilities, definitely push them, but it gets pretty pricey pretty quickly. And then you have the basic abilities that everybody has access to. I think I've got most of them around level 10 now. Just in case you want to, pick something up and try it. I liked this. Some of the ones I really like, I pushed a little higher, like the Sanctuary here. And then probably going to push Blood Whirlwind up quite a bit now because I'm going to take it as my default skill. Sanctuary is not a bad default skill either. I really do like Sanctuary quite a bit. Just puts down that damaging aura around you and knocks things back. So that might be a really good one to start with as well. So overall, I might try and play some more of this as we go along. But I wanted to check in and see what was going on with each of the little updates. So right now, just so you kind of know where this character's power level is, I have about 63 points committed to the Hearth of Souls. Now this Hearth of Souls, it's quite an interesting, meta tree. So you have some trees that lock out other abilities, and then some trees where you can just invest in everything, and then maybe a little bit of the tree is locked out. So you see here, I got to take both. Here I got to choose. And then I haven't invested much in this. I did invest quite heavily in the bombs, just getting all of their special abilities activated. And I'm not sure how many points you end up with here, like how high this can go. But so far I've got 63 points. And I surely don't know if this is like some ultimate build or whatever. I just invested in things that I thought sounded good. The last 2 points I put in was here because I wanted more bomb count. So on special attack, throw bombs in all directions, and I wanted to increase that. So I'm going to probably, if I get any more points, I'm going to try to get this up to level 5, get the maximum number of bombs thrown out. So I'm doing pretty good there. Cool. Well, I think that was an interesting update. I'll definitely be back for some more. If you haven't tried Tower of Babel, I think it's a pretty good game. My only concern with the game is the lack of environments. I think there should be more environments in the types of monsters are pretty cool, but the environments are a little boring. And I would like to see maybe some tracked environments where you're kind of going through a dungeon or progressing, like the map is moving and you're kind of progressing or something. Because right now it's a little boring as far as just having that map. I like games where you get to progress your character and the things are harder and you find better items and stuff. So this game's fine in that respect. However, in the fights themselves, I think they could, with I don't know, their development aspects and how hard or easy it would be, but having some different environments and some environmental things going on, like having some traps that are in place and throw fireballs at you or freeze the ground, or, have things that you need to avoid while you're running around from the monsters. Having a mobile map where you're progressing through corridors. Maybe, you have like a dungeon expedition, and at the end of all those corridors, there's a big chest you open. Things like that, I think, could be more interesting for people. Puts maybe some puzzles along the way where you have to destroy this group of monsters or destroy 3 monsters in a certain order. There's a purple, red, and blue one, or a green one or whatever, and you need to figure out which one to kill first, or else it respawns. Stuff like that where you're still playing the core game. There's still stuff flying at you from every direction and whatnot, but stuff that challenges your game and challenges you to think even a little bit. You're thinking, about movement and staying away and what am I going to invest in, things like that. But having some more challenges within the game would be an interesting update. And, maybe don't throw all those things in at once, but, just introducing a new way to play. What I like about games today is that they don't necessarily have to change the core mechanics. You see, you've got the tower, right? But then they've also introduced this. Sorry, it's not letting me go in there at the moment because of the stuff I have. But anyways, they've also got the special runs. You can have your dungeon thing introduced in here, where hey, go in the dungeon and find the chest, or whatnot. You can have as many of them as you want and have different ways to play. Having different ways to play it keeps the interest in the game, especially with the characters are really cool. I really like all the different characters. They play very differently as far as their basic and special attacks are concerned. um, Maybe introducing some core abilities that only they have access to outside of basic and special. You know how you have these four abilities over here. you know um, yeah, you've got these four abilities here. Maybe you do four abilities for each of the characters, not just the normal and the basic attacks and whatnot, or the basic attack and the special attack. So there's a lot that can be done here, and I think the bones on this game is really quite good, and I like all the ways to improve the items, and there's a lot going on here that's pretty fun. Oh, it didn't like that I have these boots. I'm going to keep these boots on for now because I'm going to have to look at them and see if it's something that I want to do. Let's see. So Y is looking at, yeah. So I have all my, oops, I switched these on. Put these back on. So all my items are like purple. You can see I've got some of the jewels and things and some gems and things, but I'm certainly not maxed out with stuff. But you can see the attack, power, armor, and life. You can kind of compare those if you're looking at hey, how's my character line up to the one that Just for Gaming's playing. Just Gaming Today. I don't even know my own channel name, but yeah, it's a fun game, and I think there's a lot here that can be, I want to say improved on, but they can put new spice into it, and offer up different ways to play. I think that's the one thing that would make this game go a lot farther. But like, subscribe, leave a comment, let me know what you're playing. I've got some demos that I'm gonna try out. The Against the Storm demo has been a lot of fun. I'm gonna play some more of that, and I've got some other demos that I'm gonna highlight and see if it's something that folks like. But as always, take care, and I'll see you in the next one.